Have you ever felt stuck in life? Like your mind just isn't sharp enough to keep up with the fast pace around you? Maybe you found yourself unable to remember important details, struggling to make quick decisions, or simply feeling overwhelmed by the constant demands of your personal and professional life. If any of this resonates with you, then you're not alone. In today's world, becoming smarter isn't just about acquiring more knowledge. It's about sharpening your mind so you can think clearly, make better decisions, and succeed in every aspect of life. But here's the painful truth. Most people don't take the time to actively train their minds, and as a result, they fall behind. They let distractions, poor habits, and lack of discipline take over. This can lead to missed opportunities, frustration, and ultimately, feeling stuck in a never-ending cycle of mediocrity. But what if I told you that you can change all that, and that becoming smarter is not a complicated, overwhelming process? You don't need to be born a genius or have extraordinary talent. What you need is a plan. A step-by-step guide that, if followed consistently, will transform your thinking, your ability to learn, and your overall mental capacity. This guide is exactly what you're about to discover. Stay with me for the next few minutes, because the journey you're about to embark on could completely change the way you approach your personal and professional growth. It's time to break free from the limitations you've set on your own mind, and it's easier than you think. Step 1. Acknowledge your current state. The first step in becoming smarter is to acknowledge where you currently stand. This is a critical moment for self-awareness. If you don't know where you are right now, how can you possibly chart a course for where you want to go? Start by identifying your weaknesses. Are you forgetful, constantly losing track of time, or finding it difficult to focus? Self-awareness is the first key to unlocking your mental potential. It's about being honest with yourself. Understand what mental habits are holding you back. For example, are you distracted easily by your phone or social media? Do you struggle to remember important tasks or details? Do you find it difficult to stay focused for long periods of time? By answering these questions, you can start building a clearer picture of your current mental state. Once you recognize your weaknesses, you can begin to actively work on them. The first step is always the hardest, but it's also the most important. Step 2. Develop a growth mindset. The next essential step in becoming smarter is to develop a growth mindset. Many people fall into the trap of believing that intelligence is something you're either born with or not. This is a fixed mindset. It's the belief that your abilities are static and cannot be changed. But the truth is, your intelligence is not set in stone. It's something you can continually improve. And that's exactly what a growth mindset allows you to do. What is a growth mindset? A growth mindset is the belief that your abilities, intelligence, and talents can be developed with effort, learning, and persistence. People with a growth mindset don't see challenges as barriers, they see them as opportunities to grow. They embrace mistakes, learn from feedback, and persist despite obstacles. Why does this matter? Because without a growth mindset, you'll never take the risks necessary for improvement. You'll avoid challenges, shy away from difficult tasks, and miss out on the opportunities that come from failure and growth. How can you develop a growth mindset? Here are a few steps to help you shift from a fixed mindset to a growth mindset. 1. Embrace challenges. Instead of avoiding difficult situations, step into them. When you face something difficult, remind yourself that it's an opportunity to grow. 2. Learn from criticism. Feedback is essential. Instead of taking it personally, see it as a tool to improve. Ask questions, understand the feedback, and use it to do better next time. 3. Celebrate effort, not just results. Focus on the process, not just the outcome. Recognizing that effort leads to improvement can help build a more resilient and persistent attitude. 4. Replace "I can't" with "I can't do it yet." This simple shift in language can change the way you approach challenges. When you say "I can't," it's final. But when you say "I can't do it yet," you acknowledge that with time and effort you will improve. By adopting a growth mindset, you will open doors to continuous improvement. It's not about being perfect from the start, it's about making consistent progress. Step 3. Set clear, achievable goals. To become smarter, it's essential to set clear, achievable goals. Having well-defined goals helps you stay focused and motivated, providing a roadmap for progress. But what makes a goal truly effective is not just having one, it's breaking it down into clear, actionable steps that lead you in the right direction. Why are goals so important? When you have a goal in mind, your brain automatically begins to look for ways to achieve it. Without clear goals, your mind can get distracted by irrelevant tasks or unimportant details. Having clear objectives helps your brain stay focused, prioritize tasks, and organize information in a way that supports progress. However, setting goals isn't just about writing down what you want to achieve, it's about making sure those goals are SMART specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. Here's how you can set effective goals. 1. Be specific. Instead of vague goals like I want to get smarter, break it down to something more specific, like I want to read 30 books this year on personal development. 2. Make it measurable. A measurable goal helps track progress. For example, I want to improve my memory by practicing memory exercises for 10 minutes every day for 6 months. 3. Ensure it's achievable. Don't aim for something too big too soon. Make sure your goal is something you can realistically work towards with effort. 4. Make it relevant. Ensure your goals align with your larger aspirations. Ask yourself how the goal will contribute to your personal growth and long-term success. 5. Set a time frame. A goal without a deadline often gets pushed aside. Set a realistic time frame, like I want to complete a new course on cognitive skills within 3 months. Breaking down your goals. Once you've set your main goal, break it down further into smaller, manageable tasks. For instance, if your goal is to read 30 books, create a reading schedule. If you want to improve your memory, break it down into daily exercises. This approach gives you a clear path to follow, and as you tick off tasks along the way, you build momentum and confidence. Consistency over perfection. Remember, it's not about achieving everything perfectly on the first try. The key is consistency. When you set clear, achievable goals and work towards them steadily, your intelligence and mental abilities will improve. Step 4. Train your brain. Now that you've set your goals and embraced a growth mindset, it's time to actively train your brain. Just like any other part of your body, your brain gets stronger the more you exercise it. The more you challenge your mind, the sharper and more agile it becomes. Why is brain training important? Our brains are incredibly adaptable. This ability is known as neuroplasticity. Essentially, the brain's ability to reorganize itself by forming new neural connections. When you engage in mental exercises, you stimulate these connections and promote brain growth. The more you train your brain, the better you'll be at solving problems, remembering details, and thinking critically. Here are a few key ways to train your brain. 1. Cognitive exercises. One of the most effective ways to train your brain is through cognitive exercises. These include puzzles, riddles, and games that challenge your mind, such as Sudoku, crossword puzzles, memory games, strategy games, like chess. These activities force your brain to think critically and make decisions, improving problem-solving skills. 2. Learning new skills. The brain thrives on new experiences. Learning new skills, whether it's a new language, musical instrument, or a complex topic, keeps your mind active and sharp. By consistently challenging yourself to master new skills, you boost both your cognitive flexibility and capacity for learning. 3. Physical exercise. Physical activity is incredibly important for brain health. Exercise increases blood flow to the brain, promotes the release of growth factors, and strengthens neural connections. Aim for regular physical exercise, such as walking, running, yoga, weight training. Research shows that regular physical exercise can significantly improve cognitive performance and protect against cognitive decline. 4. Healthy lifestyle choices. What you eat and how you care for your body impacts brain function. Here are a few tips to help nourish your brain. Eat brain-boosting foods, such as berries, leafy greens, and fatty fish rich in omega-3s. Stay hydrated to keep your brain functioning at its best. Ensure you get enough sleep. Sleep is crucial for memory consolidation and cognitive repair. Avoid excessive alcohol and drug use, as they can hinder cognitive performance. 5. Mindfulness and meditation. Mindfulness practices such as meditation have been proven to increase brain function, improve memory, and reduce stress. Meditating regularly for even just 10 minutes a day can help improve focus, clarity, and decision-making abilities. Consistency is key. Just like any other form of training, consistency is crucial. You won't see immediate results, but over time these mental exercises will lead to significant improvements in your cognitive abilities. The more you train your brain, the more it will adapt, allowing you to think faster, solve problems more effectively, and retain information more easily. Step 5. Leverage the power of learning. 3. To become smarter, you need to leverage the power of learning. Learning is the cornerstone of intellectual growth. It helps you acquire new knowledge, broaden your perspective, and continuously improve your cognitive abilities. However, it's not just about learning for the sake of it. Effective learning is intentional, focused, and engaging. Why is learning so important? Learning helps to keep your brain sharp by introducing new information and challenges. When you learn something new, you build new neural pathways that strengthen your brain's ability to process and retain information. Learning is also critical in developing new skills, solving problems, and adapting to changes in your environment. But it's important to understand that learning doesn't have to be confined to formal education. It's something you can do in your everyday life. Learning can happen anywhere through reading, conversations, hands-on experiences, or even through failure. Here's how to leverage the power of learning. 1. Read regularly. Reading is one of the most effective ways to expand your knowledge and sharpen your mind. Whether it's books, articles, or blogs, reading introduces new ideas and perspectives that challenge your thinking. Focus on reading materials related to personal development, psychology, science, or any area that interests you. Aim for at least 30 minutes of reading per day. Even small increments add up to significant knowledge over time. 2. Listen to podcasts and audiobooks. For those who are always on the go, podcasts and audiobooks are great alternatives. Whether you're commuting, exercising, or doing household chores, you can listen to insightful podcasts that teach new concepts or audiobooks that expand your knowledge. Choose topics related to your goals or interests. Learning through audio helps reinforce concepts and makes learning more convenient. 3. Engage in online courses. With the rise of online learning platforms like Coursera, Udemy, and Khan Academy, you have access to a wealth of knowledge at your fingertips. Take courses that help you develop new skills or dive deeper into subjects that interest you. Commit to completing at least one course every few months to ensure you're always learning and improving. 4. Learn from others. Conversations with people who have different perspectives can offer valuable insights. Surround yourself with individuals who challenge you intellectually and offer constructive feedback. Engage in meaningful discussions where you can learn from each other's experiences. Seek mentors who can guide you through complex learning processes and provide valuable advice. 5. Apply what you learn. Knowledge is only valuable if you can apply it. Don't just passively consume information, actively put it into practice. If you learn a new concept, try using it in real-world situations. Whether it's implementing new problem-solving techniques, trying out new strategies, or developing a new skill, applying what you learn solidifies your understanding and helps you retain it long-term. Step 6. Build a support system. To truly accelerate your growth and become smarter, it's essential to build a strong support system. The people you surround yourself with play a crucial role in your mental and personal development. Whether it's mentors, friends, family, or colleagues, having a network of people who support your growth and challenge you to be better can make a huge difference in your success. Why is a support system important? Having a support system helps you stay accountable, motivated, and encouraged along your journey. It's easy to give up when you're working alone or don't have anyone to hold you accountable. But with the right people in your corner, you'll have the encouragement you need to keep pushing forward. A strong support system can help you gain new perspectives. The people you surround yourself with can offer valuable feedback, advice, and different perspectives that can help you see things from a new angle. Stay accountable. When you tell someone about your goals, you're more likely to stay committed to them. Having people check in on your progress ensures you keep going. Overcome challenges. Everyone faces setbacks and challenges. Having a support system can help you stay motivated through difficult times and provide solutions to problems you might not have thought of. Celebrate successes. It's also important to have people around you who can celebrate your victories, no matter how big or small. A support system provides a sense of shared success, which helps build self-confidence. How to build a support system. 1. Seek out mentors. Mentors are individuals who have experience and knowledge in the areas where you want to improve. They can provide guidance, share their experiences, and offer advice that will help you avoid common pitfalls. Look for mentors in your field or in areas you wish to grow in, such as personal development or learning strategies. Don't be afraid to ask for mentorship. Most successful people are happy to share their knowledge with others. 2. Surround yourself with like-minded individuals. Surrounding yourself with people who share similar goals or values can help you stay motivated. Whether it's joining a study group, a networking circle, or a professional organization, find people who can push you to be better. Engage with communities online or offline that encourage growth and learning. Participate in discussions and share ideas to foster collective learning. 3. Seek constructive feedback. Having people who can provide honest feedback is crucial for growth. Make sure your support system includes people who are not afraid to challenge your thinking and offer constructive criticism. Ask for feedback regularly and view it as an opportunity to improve. Be open to hearing difficult truths, as they can be the key to your improvement. 4. Offer support to others. A support system is not just about receiving help, it's also about giving it. When you support others in their growth, you create a cycle of mutual development. Share your experiences and help others with their challenges. Encouragement and support go both ways, and fostering a collaborative environment benefits everyone involved. 5. Stay consistent with your support system. Building a strong support system doesn't happen overnight. It takes time to establish relationships with the right people and cultivate trust. Be consistent in staying in touch, providing support, and being there for your network. Make it a habit to engage with your support system regularly, whether it's through meetings, phone calls, or social interactions. Step 7. Stay consistent and practice patience. The final key to becoming smarter is consistency and patience. This step is about staying committed to your growth, even when things get tough or progress seems slow. Success doesn't happen overnight, and neither does mental improvement. It's a journey that requires regular, deliberate effort. Why is consistency important? Consistency is the cornerstone of any successful habit or goal. By doing small things every day, you build momentum and make progress, even when you don't see immediate results. Your brain, just like your body, needs constant training to stay sharp and adaptable. Whether it's working on a new skill, improving your memory, or applying what you've learned, consistent effort ensures that you'll continue to grow. However, consistency alone isn't enough. Patience is equally important. It's easy to feel discouraged when things don't happen as quickly as we'd like. But remember, growth takes time. You won't see immediate changes, but with patience and persistence, you'll see gradual improvement that adds up over time. Here's how to stay consistent and practice patience. 1. Create habits, not goals. While setting goals is important, creating daily habits is what sustains long-term growth. A goal without a habit behind it is just a wish. Make the action part of your routine, whether it's reading every day, meditating, or practicing memory exercises. Set aside a fixed time each day for activities that promote growth. Make these habits non-negotiable, so you don't skip them. 2. Track your progress. Keeping track of your progress helps you stay motivated. Whether it's through journaling, using an app, or simply reflecting each week, tracking what you've done reinforces your commitment and reminds you of how far you've come. Celebrate small wins to keep your spirits high. Adjust your approach if something isn't working, but don't quit. 3. Stay focused on the long-term benefits. In the short term, the work might feel tedious and the progress might seem slow. However, when you remind yourself of the long-term benefits, whether it's a sharper mind, improved problem solving, or better decision making, you'll stay motivated. Think about how your life will change as you become smarter. Keep the bigger picture in mind to push through the moments of doubt. 4. Don't get discouraged by setbacks. Everyone faces setbacks, and you will too. What matters is how you respond to them. When you encounter a challenge, see it as a learning experience. Don't let failure define you. Instead, let it fuel your determination to keep going. View setbacks as a natural part of the process, not as a sign of failure. Learn from your mistakes, tweak your approach, and keep moving forward. Practice. Self-compassion. Being consistent doesn't mean being perfect. There will be days when you don't feel like working on your goals. On those days, practice self-compassion. Don't beat yourself up, acknowledge that everyone has off days, and get back on track the next day. Be kind to yourself during difficult times. Remember that consistency is about showing up, even when it's hard. As we wrap up this guide, let's quickly recap the key steps you need to follow in order to become smarter. 1. Acknowledge your current state, understand where you stand, and recognize the areas you need to improve. Self-awareness is the first step in growth. 2. Develop a growth mindset, shift from a fixed mindset to a growth mindset. Believe that your intelligence can be developed through effort, learning, and persistence. 3. Set clear, achievable goals. Break down your goals into smaller, manageable steps. Use the SMART framework to guide your goal-setting process. 4. Train your brain. Engage in activities that challenge your mind, such as cognitive exercises, learning new skills, and maintaining a healthy lifestyle. 5. Leverage the power of learning. Actively engage in learning every day, whether through reading, online courses, podcasts, or learning from others. Apply what you learn to real-world situations. 6. Build a support system. Surround yourself with like-minded individuals, mentors, and people who provide constructive feedback and support. 7. Stay consistent and practice patience. Make learning and growth a part of your daily routine. Be patient and stay committed, even when progress seems slow. Remember, becoming smarter is not a destination, it's a journey. It's about making continuous, incremental progress. The small actions you take each day will add up, and over time, you'll look back and realize how far you've come. Now it's time to take action. Choose one step from this guide that resonates with you the most, and begin working on it today. Don't wait for the perfect moment, start now. Your future self will thank you for the effort you put in today. Embrace the journey, stay patient, and always believe in your ability to grow. You are capable of achieving greater mental clarity, sharper intelligence, and more success than you've ever imagined.